Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, I need to update you on this market because you're seeing it, I'm seeing it, a massive crash. And you know, it goes back to these videos here that I've been showing you. Crypto's crashing hard. This is serious. If you haven't seen this video here, this is serious. Make sure you check it out. You know, it started right back about 7 days ago when I made this one here. Huge Bitcoin crash coming. I'm doing you an update on this. So let's dive into this. Before I go any further, I need to let you know I am not a financial advisor. These are my personal opinions on this market. Please do your further research before you invest your money. In the last video of the Bitcoin crash update, I said to you, where's the worst that we could possibly go to? Well, if you watched my channel, and if you're new watching, hello, welcome in, pay attention. I drew up a Fibonacci retracement, and I drew it from the last lows of 2018, right back down in here, the biggest drops of 2018, which was, we call it capitulation. It's the bottom of the bear market. And I drew it all the way from there, all the way to the top of where we've been so far in Bitcoin's price, which works out about 69,000. And if you do that, you can get a good insight as to where the retracement levels can be for Bitcoin. And I said to you that be prepared, because the lowest we could possibly go, in my eyes, at the moment is right down here to this red line here, which sits about 33 and a half, roughly 33,000, maybe 33,500. And if you look close, you know, Bitcoin has been doing that, and there's still a bit of room for it to come down. So, you know, remain calm, remain focused. Another thing that I really want to speak to you about is news narrative. There's always something that causes people to sell off in price. And the last time we saw a big sell-off was this part here. And can you remember why, guys? Seriously, pay attention, because the last time we saw this... One second, my door. Sorry, my door knocked. I had to cut it. Come back to this. Guys, the last time that we saw this crash was based on a news narrative, meaning that we saw stuff in the news of this whole C19, and that's what caused the massive crash down back in March of 2020. We saw a huge capitulation, and I feel like we're seeing the same thing again, but with something different this time. Take a look at this. Just look at the screen, guys. Look at what's been happening over the last 4 to 6 hours. Now, I don't want to say this because if I say it, I could get censored. So I don't want to get censored. I just want you to take a look at the screen, see what I'm seeing. It's serious stuff. It's serious enough to make people sell off stocks, traditional stocks, which you have been seeing if you check, and, you know, cryptocurrency. So this is a really strong news narrative. Am I saying it right? Narrative? To make people want to sell off. And, you know, but I'm staying focused. And if you're a patron of mine, you know, I always try to keep you calm, focused. This is a seriously good buying opportunity, a seriously good one, which kind of brings me to my next screen here, which is the top to bottom model. And this is powerful. Why? Because it shows us windows of opportunity as to when we should buy and when we should sell. Let me just get rid of these yellow lines right here, keep it super clean, super simple. Take a look here. I've 3 circles. Whenever it's been up, this Bitcoin's price has come up to this red line at the top. Always been a fantastic time to sell your crypto, your Bitcoin. Usually, most of your crypto, because Bitcoin pumps. You see all the other altcoins pump. And whenever it's been down below this green line to the blue line, perfect time to be buying cryptocurrency. The last time that happened was when we had the news narrative of the prior events that we went through over the last couple of years. Right here, you can see it nice and clear. Look at what's happening right now. We are just about breaking into this massive window of opportunity to be buying crypto cheap. I can't tell you what to do with your money. If you're one of these people that are panic selling, fine, you do that. But I really want you to pay attention to your goals, because some people can easily lose sight of your goals and what you want to achieve in crypto. When you invest in coins, how long do you plan to invest in them for? Are you investing in them just for a day, a week, 2 weeks? Because me, I invest for the long term. And I don't care what the price does right now, because I know that in the next 6, 7, 8, 10 2-3 years time, the prices won't be here. They're going to be much higher. Why? Because more people are paying attention, more people are coming in. So I am sitting back, taking these fine opportunities to be seriously buying crypto, because you may never get this window of opportunity again to buy crypto at these prices. So, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do. It's not financial advice. Just take this as a seriously good buying opportunity. And that's what I said to my Patreons, okay? And if you don't want to miss this stuff, become a Patreon. I've got 7 tiers. Take your pick. I'll keep you relaxed, keep you focused. Know when to sell your crypto. You don't sell at a loss. Right now, the market is in extreme fear. We can see it up here. We're still in extreme fear. And I think it's going to remain like this for a period of time until this stuff overcomes itself and people start to sink in the news and realize what's going on. And I still see what's going to happen after this. And this brings me to my video here. Take a look at it, because this is where I believe Bitcoin's price is going to go after all this shock has happened and people have sold off. There's too many people. If you look at, it's called Glassnode. If you look at Glassnode, the holders, I don't know if I can grab it up, Bitcoin holders, Glassnode, you can see a huge amount of people hodling. Is it going to show it? Bitcoin hodlers. You can see a huge amount of people hodling their Bitcoin. It's telling me to sign in. I haven't done all the signing. And that's a sign that there's not a lot of people selling off in the short term. You are getting sell-offs. It could be big market moves, manipulation. It could be big companies that are selling off, but it's the long-term holders that are holding on much longer, and you can see it's growing. So that means there's more people holding long-term for the long-term. So, and these are the things you have to pay attention to, because if everybody was selling, then it would make sense. But you're not seeing a lot of you're seeing big sell-offs, but you're not seeing it by loads of people. You're seeing you'll have to check the Glassnode. Make sure you log into it, check it out, Glassnode, and then you can see Glassnode hodlers. But yeah, coming back to this, we will see a retracement, guys. I still believe we will see a retracement. And that will be the big test of time. How much higher is it going to go? Will we print a new all-time high when it gets there? And, that's something you need to decide yourself when you want to take profits on. But focus on that window of opportunity here. Let's just take a look at this. What's the worst Bitcoin can go down to at the very worst? Because that's probably what you're wondering. What's the worst? Well, I'm looking at this logarithmic growth curves, and Bitcoin has been following this with precision, so precise in its past. And you can see whenever it's gone up to the red, perfect time to sell. Whenever it's come down to this purplish, bluish area, perfect time to buy. And apart from this one crash where it dipped below it and it came straight back above. But take a look here. Let's just have a look at where we are today. So where's the worst that we could fall to? At the very worst, you can see here Bitcoin held support of this darkish bluish line, mauve bluish, looks like a dark blue. Is it going to hold support? If it crashes, I see it coming straight down to here, and this could be that serious window of opportunity. And it sits at a price of what happened there? 1 second. It sits at a price of $29,000. Some may call that the bottom of the bear market. And if that's the case, then, maybe we have been in a bear market, but it wasn't, I feel like we have been in a bear market, but it hasn't been a long, extended bear market. What do I mean? Well, we didn't even get to these red areas up here. So the reason the other bear market felt more exhausted and more heartbreaking is because it was really high and it had a massive drop down. Whereas, we just peaked over this green line here. We kind of curved over, came back down. So yeah, we have seen I call it a mini bear market. And I think that if it does come down to this 21, we will start seeing price movement come back above. And this could be what everybody was talking about Bitcoin going to this 100,000 to 200,000 price. It was just delayed. And, this is where we might see the turnover and price action start to come back above. So I'm keeping my eye on that. I'm also keeping my eye on this the RSI, because the RSI tells an interesting story. We have this trend line here that I'm still waiting for Bitcoin to break. And I believe that the RSI will test this once again. It will test this line, this trend line. And the question is, will it break it? If it breaks it, we could see, good stuff for Bitcoin in the future, but it will test it. And when it tests it, that could be the retracement that I've been talking about for Bitcoin that pushes us back up to this video here. I'm looking at a price of $40,000 to $52,000. Just be ready, okay? Just be ready for it, because it's times like this when we see a huge sell-off in the market. Most coins down like 23%. Look at this, 22%. We've got CARDANO here. CARDANO! It just sounds like a Harry Potter spell. 21%. Over the week, 45% loss for Ecomi. It's times like this where people take that good opportunity to buy these huge dips. If I'm not selling and you're not selling and some others aren't selling, who's selling? How much longer is it going to go down? So, that's what I'm looking for. These are the areas that I would pay attention to in relation to price falls. There's not much more I can give on this one, guys. Let me just see. What's this here? So yeah, I'm just going to keep watching this level here. That's the one I'm seriously paying attention to. I don't think it will break it. If it does break it, how much lower can it go? I said this before. If it does break this blue line, this red line here, again, I'm seeing signs right down here, which probably matches up to the last one that I showed you on the logarithmic growth curves, the 29K. Why? Because you can see some candle wicks right here. See all the wicks in the past? That means it's support. Just to show you here, you can see candle wicks here. You can see candle wicks here. All this is support from the past. So, this could be the level to watch as well. And so, anywhere from 33K to 29K is the lowest it can possibly go in my eyes, until we see this Bitcoin retrace back up. And you know what's going to happen? When it starts to retrace back up, we could very well see Bitcoin come right up to the £50,000 price, dollar. And this, it could get people really excited. But you need to pay attention, because if it starts to go back up and then we see prices roll over on itself, come right back up and then just come straight back down again, oh my God, you don't want it to fall on your face, because this will be your opportunity to be taking some really good profits. And again, if you're a patron of mine, you will see the take profit alerts if you have it. So make sure you become a Patreon. Again, I've got 7 tiers. This tier here, my buy, sell, stake alert tier, crypto exclusive VIP partner tier. That one there will give you all my alerts. You can see it all. If you want that a little bit more, go for my CEO tier. It's the next one above. This will give you access to my VIP Telegram group, where I talk to everyone in there way before I buy, way before I sell, way before I do anything. It's all in there. And you've got high crypto profile users, big money, talking about big things. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. So check that in there. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. Be sure to look at this stuff. Don't underestimate why things are happening, why they are. Like, this is saying it's live. So, check this stuff out in your own time. But I think that's what's causing it. But yeah, pay attention to what's going on. Thank you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.